Looking to make some healthier habits this holiday season? Make sure to check out our Moving Through Midlife community over on Facebook, as we are doing a Planksgiving event where we are doing daily plank workouts. We will be doing an advent for healthy, happy hips this holiday season, and then also have a sugar challenge, a 2-week sugar challenge that you might be interested in. Happy holidays!
Welcome to Raising Healthy Humans, a podcast created for busy moms, where you can easily find info on health and wellness for your family. Join Courtney, a health coach, movement and posture specialist, and founder of FormFit, an active and supportive community where she helps busy moms move more. Here on Raising Healthy Humans podcast, she shares personal life experiences, training, knowledge, and conversations with other health and wellness experts so you can raise healthy humans.
Today, I am speaking with a past client, Kristen of Happy Everything, where she created fun pins with cute creatures on them, along with an autograph book that can be found at a hotel near Disney World. She recently released a CD of songs along with YouTube videos and a children's book with animations that she created. She is here to discuss with us how she created a vision using vision boards for herself and was able to use this to help make her dreams come true. I hope you enjoy our conversation. Hello, how are you today?
Courtney, doing great. How are you?
I'm good. It's so wonderful to have you on. So you were actually a client of mine a few years back, and now you are here to speak with us about Happy Everything.
Yes. And
I want to know, explain it. So I know some of your backstory, but feel free to share with us as far back as you want to go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Depending on what you want to discuss about how you got started with Happy Everything and what exactly it is.
Oh, that's a great question. Okay, thank you so much. I would love to say in kindergarten, I wrote on a piece of paper, it says, when I grow up, I want to be, and then you put a blank. It said, I want to be a Disney animator. So in my little brain, I was an artist as a kid. I mean, I was like a little bit of everything, and I loved entertainment and TV and all that, but I loved drawing. I wanted to be like Walt Disney. So fast forward, I went to school, FGCU, go Eagles. I stayed local, and they didn't have broadcasting at the time. I would have definitely gone into that. Art, there was not like an art major. It was so tiny then.
Right.
I didn't have the confidence. It was kind of like a little ball of everything. And so I got my degree in elementary education. So I could still do all my like little things, my puppets, my little characters with the kids. Everything I loved, I put into teaching, but never went into teaching. I wanted to go explore the world because I knew in my heart, like, I love kids, but I was so young. You're like, what, 21, 22 when you graduate?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'm like, I have this world to explore. Like, I wanted to like just go and be, and I don't know, my heart was not to teaching, I really wanted to be like on TV, probably entertainment was really what was calling me. Right. Well, fast forward, I met my Prince Charming, which was my husband. I got married at Disney World. So I did live that. I walked the talk. I knew I was going to get married at Disney. I loved it, did it. It was magical. I'm building this up. Can you tell this is my husband?
And did they video your wedding and everything for Disney?
Yeah, because I was like, I vision this like, and not like the person. I was just like, I just loved the chapel. I really fell in love with the Disney chapel, but more so than that, and maybe some moms can relate that are listening, is that I had so many great childhood memories going to Disney.
Hmm.
That's kind of why I had the love of Disney in my heart. And so that's why I was like, if I could get married anywhere, I'm going to get married there. So the director loved my story, I guess. And she like used us in their advertising.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my gosh. Like I wore a Disney gown. I mean, I literally lived a fairy tale. I really lived it. It was the coolest experience. So then I get married and I do everything I wanted to do. I did TV, radio, and then I got pregnant. And my life, which is what my next dream was to have a family.
Yeah.
And this is where happy, everything created. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom.
Mhm.
And I met Courtney because I got pregnant and had a beautiful baby boy. And then I needed to go work out. So Courtney, you were my girl. That's how we met.
Yes.
It was amazing time in my life. Amazing because you're a new mom and you need to get out there and you need to get active and feel good and get, just kind of back to a routine again, right?
Right. Yeah. Meet other moms, routine, feel good about yourself. Yep.
So I stayed home. And again, maybe moms can relate to this, but I knew in my heart right in that moment, like I wanted to dedicate my life to being home with the kids. But what could I do as a job and stay home? And I thought, oh my gosh, I could finally be a Disney animator. I could finally write children's books and cartoons. And then nothing was coming to me. Like, does this happen to you, Courtney, where you like have a project and you're like ready to do it and then it's like, what do they call that? Like
a fog is almost what I think of with it. Just kind of nothing comes to you, stagnant.
And I was like, I went to Barnes and Noble. I tried to get all like cool little pens and tools to get all motivated. Nothing. I went to the beach. I tried to write there. Nothing. I'm like, oh my gosh. And then a life-changing moment where happy, everything came around is that I put the book aside because it was just not working. I'm like, okay, not my time. But I love my kids, but I needed something for myself. I want to create products or, things that are really inspirational for kids. And I love to craft. I love art. So I'm sitting, and what changed my life is in our house, my husband built a small little desk and shelves for me. That was it. So if there's any mom listening that's a stay-at-home mom and wants a space, I highly recommend a little tiny space can change your life because for me, it gave me that motivation, inspiration to just sit there and go, wow, this is my space. What am I going to do? Or what am I going to create? Oh my gosh, this story is so long. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. No, this is what this is about.
But it wasn't that easy. Like I want moms to really know, like I had a hard time. Like I wanted, like, it was almost like a little bit of like, postpartum depression, you kind of like have that for a little, I had that. And so I was trying to get back on my feet and I know I love crafting. So I give out pens. I call them lucky pens, happy pens. I always just like to give someone a pen and go, here's a lucky pen. So I thought, oh my gosh, I just started playing around with designing pens and turn them into characters because I couldn't get it in my head and put it on paper. But guess what? I could create it with a pen or a pencil or, I just started making all these magical, I guess, pens and pencils and characters. And so in my mind, it was like, that was my way of being like Walt Disney. So I created my company, Happy Everything, in 2016. And it felt amazing to feel like you had something that was yours, that you're touching the world, and that I knew was going to grow and grow. I was so happy and fulfilled that each thing I made had a purpose.
Right.
And really big purpose. Like it was going to make a child smile or sometimes even a mom, grandma, aunt. It was all ages. It was kind of cool. Like I realized, oh, cool. Like that lady likes puppy pens. And I didn't know that, but it's like, it's so rewarding. And again, it really started with having your own space in the house. If you are a stay-at-home mom and you're looking to get going, doing something
Right.
for yourself. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you need a space. And sometimes that's where, like you said, you went to the beach and that didn't spark creativity, although many people it might have. But for
Yeah.
you, it was more of a designated space that you needed.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. It
So
worked.
now I remember that your pencils and your pens ended up getting into some of the Disney resorts. Is that where they were?
Yes, they are still there.
Okay.
Funny, not funny story, but again, another, I guess I like teachable moments. So here I am doing so well that the Four Seasons in Orlando, which is a Disney resort, they, I started to get into like cute little hair clips, magic wands, pens, and a journal that has the logo Happy Happy Everything, and it's very fun and very
Cute.
fun for celebrations, right?
Uh-huh.
They wanted to put it in all the rooms as like an amenity. So like
Oh,
with it's like a princess tent. So you could call up and let's say one of your kids, it's their birthday, you could surprise them with this in-room amenity. And it was my product. So I'm like, oh. So I was like that girl. I even have video capturing till 11 o'clock at night, hand making like a assembly line, like all these pens. So I literally was so tired, but I like loved it. I loved it. I got so much gratitude. I mean, fulfillment, and I was grateful because I was doing what I love. It was a design that it brought happiness.
uh-huh.
And there's people doing it. So here's the learning curve. It got to the point where, I mean, and we're talking hundreds. Like one person tried to train people, it was, didn't work out. I tried China, that didn't work out. Just because they couldn't get the detail right.
Okay.
Exactly. It's detailed. So I had to pivot. And that's where I would teach anyone listening that you just can't do it all. You
Right.
really have to step back. And I learned the hard way. I got like pretty run down. And I was like, I had to write a nice, letter to myself. Okay, Kristen, you know what? Pens can't you can't do all the pens right now. You can manufacture the journals, and then I have autograph books that they asked me to make. So now I have that in their store, a boy and a girl, so they can take them to Disney. So I have that where I don't have to hand make it. I gotta show you. I'm sorry, such a visual. We have. I think it's pretty cool because it's like a prince.
Okay. Yes.
Boy,
Uh-huh.
and then, of course, tiara, magic wand for girls.
Cute.
But they're kind of like memory books.
Uh-huh.
You can write like back when we were like 8 years old, you write down what princess you saw and how you felt and the date, stuff like that. So it's kind of nostalgic. So they asked me to create those. I made those for them for the
Okay.
first. But I did pause on the pens because again, I just couldn't produce fast enough. So I will get back to it. But I just want anyone listening to know it's okay to pause.
Well, and I think that's a great segue or great information because what I'm thinking is this happens to us as women moms all the time.
Yeah.
We have a dream or a vision of what something's going to be, even just say motherhood. And
Yes.
then we get it, and
Yeah.
it may not be quite like we expected it, or maybe overwhelming, or things like that. And then we feel guilt for not,
Yes.
here we got everything we asked for, and it's perfect. And either I don't feel fulfilled, or I can't live up to the expectation, or whatever. And now we're having to feel like we can't do it any longer. And the fact that you were able to pivot or pause and say, I can't, is huge because many people will continue on and just get themselves run down and miserable and unhappy and then be very depressed or feel so much guilt because here I got everything I asked for, and I can't even do what I dreamed of happening. And now I'm, then they start to self-sabotage. I feel so bad for, that type of thing.
Totally. You nailed it. The guilt is huge, huge,
Mhm.
because you worked so hard. I mean, years to get to where you were. And then you're like, oh my gosh, this isn't working. Like, what am I going to do? I was worried. And again, this is as a business owner, entrepreneur, I was like, am I going to lose an account? Am I going to lose them?
And a
But
huge account at that, like a dream account.
a dream, like I can't and instead they were as nice as could be, but it was the hardest. I mean, intentional. I had to like spend so much time on that email, just really being intentional,
Mhm.
honest, and that hey, it's not the end, but it's just right now I have to pause,
Right.
and it led me to open other doors, which is like how companies shift and grow. But I'm really right now a one-man band. So any entrepreneurs that are one-man bands right now know like things will shift and grow. But I look at it now, the pain and the pleasure. It's like, wow, like sometimes we have to go through that
Mhm.
to get to where we are, and I would never have my music or grow as much as I have if I hadn't paused on making hundreds of pens a month. Oh, and that my choice. Like everyone, I did try to train people, but I just want you to know, like I did enjoy it, but I wasn't also. You're stuck,
Right. Right.
You're like
Well,
hunched
if
over.
you, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if you're not able to train people to do it the way you did it, and then there's no opportunity for growth either.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was a great learning experience, and then it just opened. So here's the beautiful ending of my story, back to like kindergarten. So because I paused and I had some breathing time, I wrote my children's book like that. Like like
Mhm.
like it came so effortlessly. And when I say effortlessly, it's like who I am, but it was like I wasn't trying. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like at my house looking up in the clouds, and I haven't published it yet. But the fact that it's so, it's called Happy Clouds.
Oh, cute. That's so cute.
All positive affirmations for kids, like everything I would have wished for. But guess what? 10 years ago, 8 years ago, I wasn't ready.
Right.
I had to go through my own things in my life to be able to teach this now to kids. Like how I deal with things, I can teach through books and products and songs, and I have the time. So it's neat how things open up and your creativity may open up when you pivot.
Yes. Yeah. Now you have a CD as well.
You're so cute. It just
So
launched.
what
So yeah, it sounds old school, but CD, the album, my copyright artist she encouraged me and anyone else who
Mhm.
does to make something tangible people can hold and
Mhm.
see characters, and they can open
Mhm.
it up and they can see all the songs, the titles, and of course, the artist. She said it even like Adele still does this. I said, this
Yeah.
is for real. Like I
Well,
had to
and
go to the Noble and see if they really sold CDs anymore. They do, but
they do. Yeah, and they're even going back in records. Like there's a second life of records too coming.
oh, oh good. Thank you for the I didn't know that. But it's really, really cool because I'm really proud that my kids are on the album. A lot of these songs, like they go hand in hand with like my characters, the book, my message, positive affirmations, believing in yourself. Some are just one's great for calming,
Mhm.
to calm, how teaching breathing, telling children it's gonna be okay. Some songs are just to get you moving and grooving, and it's like a blend. But I really, again, being an animator, I wanted it on YouTube so that not only can you hear it on like Spotify and Amazon Music, or a CD, but you can go to my YouTube channel and every single song is animated and you can sing along with it.
So
So there's,
you animated it.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome.
And I forgot this part. I think I told you, I don't know if I told you or not, but these little characters were all once pens so I turned every single one. That's how I got my cartoons.
Too cute.
It's like full circle. And now I see them like animated and singing along. And it's been about a month. So I'm very, very excited about it. Yeah.
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 Well, and I saw that you even had pens that had like little dogs and kitties. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were really cute.
They're here. They're up there. They're my buddies, we hang out.
Well, and you also create vision boards. So
Yes.
did you kind of, as you were doing this, or I mean, you help people create vision boards. I shouldn't say you create them because everybody has their own vision. But when you were going through all these different things, were you always a vision board creator as well? Were you always doing those?
That's a great question. Yes, this is what chokes me up because I was going to try not to get choked up, but
Oh, I'm sorry.
it's a great question because it's been ever since I got married. After I got married, I started my first one. I heard it probably somewhere, like probably Oprah or somewhere, and I just got a cork board and I started really putting my goals up on literally with like a push pin on a cork board since 2009. I'm such a dreamer, but for me, it just helped me to look at it daily, wish it, dream it, do it. Right. And some of them are so out there, but then it was like, holy cow, it came true. Like when I had me in a Cinderella dress or whatever, me being, I'm like, it came true. Like, okay, great. And then I would take it off the board and you add something new. And so the latest and greatest was I did one during COVID, just for COVID, just to get me through COVID.
Okay.
Separate. My main one is still intact, but like the COVID one, I was looking at it, and in the center, I always like to tell people to put what you're really focusing on most or need to hear most. Put it right in the center of the board. And my word was, I can do anything. Oh, do you have a board?
I do.
What's in the center?
It's my center, and I didn't even think about it, but it says you are what you manifest.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You are the podcast. You manifested. You did it. Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Wow. That's really cool. That's really cool. So whatever you're going to manifest next will be a part of it. But the one that my 2009 board that has never been changed is I will be the next Jim Henson / Walt Disney. I will create magical characters and bring them to life for kids and make them smile. Never let that one go. I've never let it go. So like here we are, 2023. And I brought I just got a professional puppet made.
Oh, how cute is that? And it's like your pins.
That's like, yep.
Yes.
All
So
sparkly
cute.
that come to town one day. And then, it's this whole brand. It's like, it's a sticker, but it's not just a sticker. It says, I can do this. I got this.
Cute.
Something we all could use. It really is any age. Us big kids can use those words.
Right.
Little kids, I really, really love the little ones because starting them young with just positive anything, just love themselves, just to truly fill their cup, because why not?
Right. Let me ask you, do you, because you're into vision boards and creating this like movement for yourself, do you have your children do them as well?
I have. Theirs got lost in the hurricane, but
okay.
Did. But thank you, because now that I have a new space, they're definitely going to do. I even thought about doing workshops again, picking up.
Well, if you
Yeah.
ever do a workshop, let me know because I'd love to participate and then share with the moms as well to have them participate as well. So let us know for sure.
Yeah, I'd be happy to. It could be so simple too. You don't have to make it complex. It could be just, it is hard to do. That's why you have to almost sign up for things. It's almost like working out. It's
Right.
You sign up for something, you'll do it. Otherwise, I could think of 10 other things besides sitting down and spending time on myself and making a vision board. It's
Right.
like,
Right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I love workshops. Yeah. Keeps you accountable. That's a good word, right? Because
Yes. Yes. Yeah, they do. So, um, you've had a lot of things going on, and we were talking before we began about how, a lot of people have a lot of things going on, and you as well. How how do you handle all of these things that occur that can be devastating? Um, and how do you stay so positive about it?
oh, that's a great question. Okay. So for me personally, I work on it every single day. I am not like if someone's like, "Oh, you're so happy." I'm like, "No, actually work on it. I really do." Like I want to exude I want kids to have these really fun whimsical products, but like I'm human. We have bad days. We
Mhm.
have bad, months, whatever it is. And so the things that I do, I mean, and really believe in exercise,
Mhm.
really believe in it, even if it's just a walk, but I know it's hard for people to get motivated. And
Right.
so my biggest thing is to try to find a workout buddy or a
Okay.
trainer to get us something scheduled on the calendar so you can get moving. It is personally for me, it's so hard to get motivated on my own. So
Yes.
I've twice put out on Facebook, anyone looking for a workout buddy? I've literally done that because I just need someone to make it fun,
Right.
to spice it up and then maybe if I got into a routine, then you get into a routine. So for mental health, I think sweating, fresh air, just feeling like a little strong, I think that is a way to get through the tough times. I love counseling. I think a counselor is very healthy if you need
Mhm.
it. I mean, it doesn't have to be like every day. I just mean like when you need to go talk to someone,
Mhm.
I would say go for it. Find someone you connect with that
Yeah.
feels like you can share. If there's something really tough that you're going through, I believe in that. I personally like the lavender smell of like any kind of like aromatherapy.
Mhm.
Don't like lavender, no worries. Use something you like. Do not if it some people are allergic to it.
Yep.
Do you like it or no?
Lavender is not my favorite smell. I prefer citrus to kind of
Okay,
energize me and make me feel like ready to go.
good.
Yeah,
Don't
lavender,
oh,
it's
see,
okay. It's just it's a little, it creates that slight headache for me.
oh yeah, see that's what I'm talking about. It's not for
Yeah.
everyone. It's like it makes you nauseous just thinking about it. Don't use it unless you like it. Use a citrus, and I would recommend. I make like these calm like balls, and but anything that's soothing, and you just rub it. But I spray, so I'll do a little spray. Essential oils are real popular too. So any kind of people like peppermint. Once I did it
Oh,
with
peppermint. I love peppermint too.
peppermint might be nice for you. Yeah.
Mhm.
You give it a little shake, don't like get a headache. And then you smell it and you just kind of like squeeze it. It's very, very calming. So that helps me tough
I was
times or
gonna
like,
say this is another one of your little characters.
yes, this is Chloe the Cloud.
Oh,
She's a
she's
little,
so cute.
thank you.
So
And
that's almost like a what are they like I'm thinking stress balls, those types of things.
yeah,
Yeah,
stress ball.
yeah, like a yeah.
Yep. Kids, like my kids, bring them to the doctor's office because they hate shots. So they hold this, I have Chloe and I have Charlie. And then literally when they I wrote a song just to get you through the doctor's office, the shots, or if you're getting your blood drawn. I have a song that literally, I have it down to like the seconds so that you're distracted singing it, and then they do it and you're done. Some people don't have a problem with the doctor's office, but I do. So
Right.
I have a lot of coping mechanisms. but truly, I work at, I love personally quotes. So like I feel I need them because I'm hard on myself internally, right? That self-talk in your head can be negative. So that's why I like absorb with Instagram and followers that I like. I like Mel Robbins. I like Jay Shetty. I like Courtney. So you surround yourself with that, and that really helps me a lot. Yeah. So if I'm missing one, I'll text you.
Okay.
But I do, that's what I work on: exercise, calming things, and a counselor, and then the positivity, the daily. It could be a book, but I love the affirmations that I get online on Instagram. Yeah.
Okay. And is it the same with your children? Are you working to help them, like if they're dealing with anxiety or stressful situations? Are these the things that you're having them do as well, teaching them to do?
Absolutely. 100%. I want them to have these skills so that they can go out there. Like, such a perfect example. We're going to the dentist in 2 days. Okay. So they're going to be nervous. So we're going to be, we're going to picture, okay, we did on the way up there. What are you fearing the most? Let's just get it out there. So we talk about it. All right, now let's picture it being a good thing. And what would make you feel good? Okay, you're going to hold Chloe. You're going to talk, and we do that because we did that last dentist appointment. It worked. We sing songs in the car. We do sing. My son he actually wrote the song Breathe. So it's like his song. He's 10, but about breathing in and out. So we do breathing exercises every single day. This has become a tradition. I am not perfect. I don't want anyone to think every day is Disneyland, but this is something, because it's my product. You know what I mean? It's like who I am. But we sing this song called the morning song on the way to school, and it's on my CD. And the kids put their hands on their heart, and I'm like, okay, feel it. And basically the words are, it's going to be a great, great day. Because I want them to start their day manifesting, hey, it's going to be a great, great day. And as soon as we end, they go into whatever I am and whatever they want to say, whatever word for the day.
Okay.
So today my daughter said, I am confident. And my son said, I am happy. I was like, great. And that was it. And we went, and it was like, is it working? But I have fun because there's, kids naturally get nervous, and they naturally, I don't know about you, but my kids get hard on themselves. One of them does. And I just want to build them up. So yes, I try hard to teach them these things. Yeah.
Good. That's awesome. Yeah. Let everyone know where they can find you.
Oh, please find me. Okay. So happyeverything.com is very easy because it's just my website. And from there, on the very main page, you can click and it says listen to YouTube here. That's a great direct way. Or if you are savvy, you can go straight to YouTube, and it's youtube.com/, but happy everything is the channel. Yeah. My same name for Facebook, Instagram, and my store. I'm at the Shops at Dockside. I just opened, a soft opening. I'm still working on it, but.
So you have your own storefront?
Yes.
Oh, awesome.
Thank you. So it's a work in progress, but yes, definitely you can call me. I'm hoping to do workshops.
Okay.
in the future, things like that for kids, adults, any age. We're all kids. Yeah.
Hopefully I think that's one of those things that we as parents can struggle with is we lose sight, myself very much so, lose sight of the child inside of me. And sometimes being able to bring that out is a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're
Go
more
on.
fun when we're that way.
Yes. You're a lot of fun, though. You are a lot of fun.
Been a while. It's been a while. Okay. There was one other thing I was going to ask you as you were speaking about. Oh, can we find you on Spotify as well? Do we just look up Happy Happy Everything on Spotify?
Yes, great question. Thank you so much. You
Okay.
can download the whole album.
Okay.
It's Spotify, Amazon Music, Pandora,
Okay.
um, all those channels. Yeah, they're all available. Yeah.
Perfect.
I apologize. I didn't say the name. Here's the cover, but it is Happy Happy Children's Songs. That's
Okay.
the name. So you would just type that into Spotify and they could all download there. And I would tell parents, I mean, if you're looking for like there's one song called I Can Do Anything. And I love all of them. I really do. I really do. But that's great for kids that just to get those words that I am loved, I'm special, I'm kind, or I got this is my absolute favorite because it's all about the power inside of you. Kids
Okay.
do anything, but they're all really, really fun. And like I said, if you hear kids on the album, it's my children singing, and the rest there's one where there's three of us are singing, and then the rest I hired a good friend of mine who has a beautiful voice. So
Perfect.
yeah.
And if you could leave our listeners with one thing that they could do this week to kind of help either themselves or their children get into that positive, happy mindset, what would you recommend?
Great question. If you can muster up the energy, because I know it's hard. I know it's like a long day. You're working all day. You're tired. You made dinner. You did this. You did that. If you could just take a moment in your living room or wherever you have space, turn on a really like probably your favorite song. And I would say to the moms, pick your favorite song. Go old school if you have to, pick anything and just get dancing with your kids in the living room. Do a dance and be funny and be silly and let it go. And I don't know what it is, but it's just letting yourself kind of just be free to dance it off. And you might even get a little winded after. But that's good. No, meaning like it's just something to do with the kids,
Yeah.
but it doesn't take too long. It's like 2 minutes. The song's like 2 minutes and you did something. You're like, okay, kids, let's do something really kind of silly, that's what comes to mind right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's great. I've now my kids, they're older, so when I do that, they just look at me strange.
They're like, Mom.
Yeah, exactly.
How old are they now?
What is that? What are you doing?
How old are they?
17, 15, and 12.
Okay, so I might have to adjust my song thing for you. For you, it would be doing like a bowling alley, fake bowling alley.
Okay.
Competition. It has to be a competition with the kids, right?
Okay. Oh yeah.
You make something up in your living room where you like roll the ball and whoever gets like the water bottles, knocks them down.
Yeah. And we do basketball sometimes as well.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Yeah, a little more competition. No wiggle jiggle song. That's not gonna work. Oh, that's funny.
Be like, Mom, you're putting the booty music on. What is your
Get it? I get it. It's funny.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today. It was so great to be able to connect with you. And I'm excited about Happy, Happy Everything. And I'm wishing you the best.
Thank you so much for having me. I loved it, loved it, loved it. Thank you.
Thanks for taking the time out of your day to listen to our podcast. We hope you found this information valuable and can incorporate it into your family's life. Make sure to check out our show notes for all the important links available. Come join us on Facebook at Moms Raising Healthy Humans community page. Also, please check out our wide range of memberships, family monthly focus ideas, challenges, live events, and on-demand and live workouts, meal plans, and so much more. Head to formfitonline.com. And as always, keep moving.